Knowledge audit. The knowledge audit is a systematic scientific examination and evaluation of the explicit and tacit knowledge resource in the company. The K audit investigate and analyzes the current knowledge environment and cumulatives in a diagnostic and prognostic respect on the current corporate knowledge health. The report provides evidence as to whether corporate knowledge value potential is at the equation in this respect. The knowledge audit measures the risk and opportunities faced by the organization with respect to corporate knowledge. Knowledge audit is a systematic examination and evaluation of organizational knowledge health, which examine organization knowledge needs, existing knowledge assets, resource, knowledge flows, future knowledge needs, knowledge gap analysis, as well as the behavior of people in sharing and creating knowledge. In one way, a knowledge audit can reveal an organization knowledge strength, weakness, opportunities, and risk. A knowledge audit should also include an examination of organization strategy, leadership, collaborative learning culture, technology infrastructure in its various knowledge process. In order to transform an organization into a learning organization and ensure an effective knowledge management strategy, a knowledge audit should be conducted which will provide a current state of knowledge capacity of the organization and a direction of where and how to improve that capacity in order to be competitive in this fast changing knowledge era. The first stage in adopting a knowledge strategy is performing an audit of existing data, information, and knowledge contained within the organization. The section covers four main areas of knowledge audit: the aim and objective of the audit, the key task involved, process mapping, the audit outcomes, aim and objectives. There are three broad aims of a knowledge audit: leveraging the organization knowledge, creating new knowledge or promoting innovation, increasing collaboration and hence enhancing the skill level of employees. The objectives of knowledge audit are study and develop a deeper understanding of existing communities, group that share resource, provide support and so respective. Content form and combination of words, image and pictures, and conversation, exchange sentiments, observation, opinions or ideas. Identify opportunities to add value to current communities, content and conversation. Develop a knowledge management strategy that delivers on the identified opportunities. Knowledge audits helps an organization to clearly identify what knowledge is needed to support overall organization goals and individual and team activities. It gives tangible evidence of the extent to which knowledge effectively manages and indicates the areas of improvement. It explains how knowledge moves around in and used by the organization. It provides a map of what knowledge existing in the organization and where it exists, revealing both gap and duplication. It provides an inventory of knowledge assets allowing them to become more visible and therefore more measurable and accountable. It provides vital information for the development of effective knowledge management programs and initiatives that are directly relevant to the organization, specific knowledge needs, and current situation. It helps in leveraging customer knowledge and commonly knowledge audit result in the following outcomes: development of a knowledge repository, farming and nurturing communities of practice. Key task: if possible, to separate a knowledge audit into 7 key tasks. Create a data information and knowledge system database. This involves creating an interrelation database with tables for each section of the organization, data information and knowledge repositories. Types of communication such as face to face, analog and digital system. Identify areas of organizational quick gain. This can be used as a way of demonstrating to key players that you are committed to high level of achievement in the short as well as the medium and long term. Performing process mapping. It is important to map key process as well as key players within the organization. There are a number of software tools used for mapping. This includes MS Project and MS videos, visual. It is possible to take mapping a stage further by using XML imaging maps to illustrate process over instant internet and extranets. Organizing focus groups. It is imperative to balance the composition of such groups between differing level of seniority, front, back, office, and differing locations. Focus group are an important means of keeping on track. It is possible to use well balanced focus group again over time. Design and plot knowledge needs survey. The importance of a plot project is that it set an achievable object in the future. Say 6 to 12-month senior managers are often very keen on pilot studies, as if they fail to work, resource used are limited and lesson learned recorded quickly. Organizing feedback session. This involves a project steering group for the audit. This steering group, through its involvement with the strategy, will feel empowered and capable of enduring, enthusing and the empowering others. An effective steering group should consist of chair, a operational director, representatives, one from each section, quality minutes, rotate between members, regular meeting, monthly and a hawk, email list, discussion list for core, active and principal member, internet present tracking progress, monitoring and evaluation procedures, internal consultant, draft strategy. This should demonstrate key findings, be well analyzed, and the data should be arrayed in the accessible format. Process mapping. Process mapping is a simple exercise. It helps an organization to know where to start making improvement that will have the biggest impact. A good definition of a process describes it as a series of connected steps or actions to achieve an outcome. A process has the following characteristics: a starting and end point, a purpose or aim for the outcome, rules governing the standard or quality of inputs throughout the process. It is usually linked to other process. It can be simple and short or complex and long. Process mapping is one of the most powerful ways for multidisciplinary teams to understand the real problems from the individual's perspective and to identify opportunity for improvement. Knowledge need analysis. The major goal of this task is to identify precisely what knowledge the organization, its people and team possesses currently and what knowledge they would require in the future in order to meet their objectives and goals. Knowledge needs analysis can help any organization to develop its future strategy. The care need now analysis can also measure for the staff skills and competency enhancement, needs and opportunities for training and development. Corporate knowledge culture practice such as knowledge sharing, attitude, collaboration, team spirit, rewards and recognitions, and staff relationship with their superiors, fear and subordinates. Knowledge inventory analysis. Knowledge inventory is a knowledge stock stocking to identify throughout the entire organization. This process involved counting, indexing, and categorizing of corporate unit and exploit knowledge. Knowledge inventory analysis comprise of two entities: physical knowledge inventory and corporate expert inventories. Physical knowledge inventory of an organization. Numbers, types, and categories of document, database, libraries, internet, website, links, and subscription to external resource. Knowledge location in the organization and in its various systems. The organization and access of the knowledge, how knowledge resources are organized and how easy it is for people to find and access them. Purpose, relevance, and quality of knowledge. Why do this resource exist and how relevant and appropriate they are for that purpose? Are they of good quality? Up to date, reliable, evidence based, making sense, relevance to the organization. Usage of the knowledge, are they actually being used by whom, when, what, for, and how often? Corporate expert, source of tacit knowledge inventory, staff dictionary and their academic and professional qualification, skill and core competence levels of experience, training and learning opportunities. Further potentials, leadership potential. The knowledge inventory analysis may involve a series of survey and interviews in order to get relevant answers to the above questions on both tacit and explicit knowledge that an organization may hold and have by making comparison between knowledge inventory and the carrier analysis of knowledge needs. An organization will be able to identify gaps in their organizations knowledge as well as area of unnecessary duplication. Knowledge flow analysis. Knowledge flow analysis looks at knowledge resource moving around the organization from where it is to where it is needed. In other words, it is to determine how people in an organization find the knowledge they need and how to they share the knowledge they have. The knowledge flow analysis look at people, process and systems. Analysis of people examine their attitude towards habits and behaviors concerning and skill in knowledge sharing, use and dissemination. Analysis of process examine how people do about their daily work activities and how knowledge seeking, sharing, use and dissemination form part of those activities. Existence of policies and practice concerning flow sharing and usage of information and knowledge. For example, are there any existing policy such as on information handling, management of records, web publishing, etc. Or there are other policies that exist that may directly or indirectly affect or relate to knowledge management, which may act as enablers or barriers to a good knowledge practice. Analysis of system examine technical infrastructure, for example, information technology system, portals, content management, accessibility and case of use, and current level of usage. To what extent those existing systems facilitate knowledge sharing and flow and help to connect people within the organization. An analysis of knowledge flows allows an organization to identify gaps in their organization's knowledge and areas of duplication. It will also highlight examples for building good practice as well as blockage also and barriers to knowledge flows and effective use. It will also where an organization needs to focus attention in their knowledge management initiatives in order to get knowledge moving from where it is to where it should be. Knowledge mapping. The knowledge map is a navigation aid to explicit codified information and tacit knowledge, showing the importance and the relationship between knowledge stores and dynamics. The knowledge map, an outcome of synthesis, portrays to the sources flows, constraint and sinks losses or stopping point of knowledge within an organization. There are two main approaches to knowledge mapping. Mapping knowledge asset and resource to map so what knowledge exists in organization and where it can be found holders. It is the knowledge and knowledge creator, collector, connector, user and knowledge critics and data repositories. Mapping knowledge flows, the map slow and how knowledge moves around the organization from where it is to where it should be. A deliverable of a knowledge audit. Common approach and tools for conducting a knowledge audit are as follows: site observation, questionnaire based surveys, face to face interviews, focus group discussion, forms. A knowledge audit has four parts: background study, data collection, data analysis, and data evaluation. Hence, the deliverable of knowledge audit. A list of knowledge items, knowledge needs, and current knowledge assets in the form of spreadsheets. A knowledge network map which show the flow of knowledge items. A social network map that reveals the interaction among staff's knowledge sharing. This deliverable will help an organization in identifying the gap between what is at present and what should be in the future from a knowledge management perspective. Knowledge Development Manager. The primary responsibility is to assist in managing the organizational knowledge resource strategy. Their primary duties constitute implementing process to locate existing knowledge content from selected areas within the organization and extending it into educational opportunities for customers. This content may be in the form of survey data, white papers, research publication, conference proceedings, etc. The resulting education programs created in partnership with the original content developers and delivered seminar publication, CD-ROMs, web-based satellite networks, streaming media or two-way interactive media. In addition, this position will be responsible for the process related to the organizational identification and communication the topics of current interest to customers as well as stimulating the creation of new knowledge directed towards these topics. The following are skill required: excellent networking skills in order to develop and maintain highly effective internal and external relationship, ability to quickly grasp new concepts, high level of initiative and creative, crisp, precise written communication and well developed presentation skills, adapt with all types of educational technologies, strong project management skill, develop method, techniques, policy, and evaluation criteria for obtaining results. Drive change and gain acceptance of other incentive situation. Work on complex unfind problems. 5 to 7 years institutional design with proven ability in needs assessment, creating educational programming and documentation. Software development experience. 1 year experience is building an ontology for commercial use. Experience in e-commerce system. Effective oral and written communication. Their primary duties constitute assist in the development and implementation of scheme for classification across multiple domains, assist in the development of automatic classification methods, work with SME in multiple industries, work with domain expert internal to the company, undertake ontology maintenance procedures. The following are still required: 2 years experience as an ontologist, knowledge of computational classification methodologies, ability to lead and work with a team, work under tight deadlines, possess knowledge base of industry specific tools available, applicable area of expertise, able to interface and deal with a wide variety of people, goal driven, graduate degree of equivalent experience, linguistics, computer science, A1 knowledge, representation, legal sentiments. Knowledge management specialist manage organizational employee development and or knowledge management program. Their primary duties constitute provide leadership to develop agency-wide goal-tation, serve as a subject matter expert in the formulation and implementation of career development competency models and our knowledge management system analysis performance gaps research state of art intervention create measurement evaluation criteria to build a dynamic fast paced learning organization.